Sliding into 2024, Peplink has released some new antennas, dash mountable slim antennas for interior mounting and easy use. A couple different options here. Come along with me and I'll tell you all about them. Hi, I'm Eric with MobileMustHave.com and thanks for joining us. So for folks that are familiar with the Peplink mobile routers, whether you're looking at like the Transit series, popular on our Road Warriors, the BR15G, which is our Speed Demon bundles, or the little mini classic, which we offer in our full timer bundles, you know that they come with these paddle antennas. And this is the cellular side. We're talking about mostly cellular today, but these antennas will give you approximately 2 to 3 decibels of gain, or kind of like almost like boost. I don't like to use the word boost, but these will improve your signal, and that improvement is typically measured in gain. Now, between 2 and 3 decibels of gain is actually 100% of improvement of cellular signal. So folks who have worked with these have kind of realized that this gives you quite a bit over this, which doesn't really, it has an antenna, but it's very small and it's integrated into the phone, which is what makes these mobile routers really popular, even when you just use the included antennas. Now, if you want to knock it out of the park, I'm going to skip ahead and tell you to just check out our roof antennas. Those are going to be the best possible performance, and those are going to be included in our bundles. But for those who aren't comfortable necessarily drilling holes in their roof and adding an antenna, or for those who want ultra portability or just something that's going to give them a little bit of an upgrade from this, I've got something to show you. This right here is Peplink's new slim line of interior mount antennas. Now, this antenna is actually multiple antennas all in one, and it comes in a couple different variants or flavors. And it's tricky because they are literally identical in size and appearance, but they have some very key differences. Before we get into the model designations and which one's probably for you, depending on your mobile router application, why would you want one of these? Well, this is going to give you a cellular kind of gain improvement of, I mean, on the 40G, they're claiming like 8+ dB, but they're in frequency ranges that are not commonly used in the US. So I would say a safe number is going to be in the 6s. So a 6 decibel gain improvement compared to the stubby antennas we talked about at the beginning being kind of more into the 2 to 3 range. So this could be effectively like 100% improvement in your cellular connectivity by simply sticking this effectively like to a window and just plugging in some cables. So that's a very easy upgrade for folks that don't want to do a big roof installation. Moving on to kind of how you would mount this. Well, I believe it's really most effective if you mount it in a window. And if you look, there's a little thing that says GPS mount up and out. And effectively what you want to do is have the Peplink logo facing out towards the outside. And they've included this 3M dual lock, basically like Velcro, but it's better than Velcro. It's much more removable and it lasts much longer, and it's really designed for being out in the UV. This is the same stuff used by the New York Port Authority for Easy Passes, and it lasts a very long time, and it's very, very strong. To hold up an Easy Pass, they give you a piece about a ½ an inch long, and it stays on there. You got to use a razor blade to pull it off. So I would actually say that this is about twice as much as you need. I would cut it in half and do a small strip here and a small strip there. And while not necessary, it might be worth just picking up a little alcohol swab to prep the surface before you add this. Then the other side would obviously go on the window where you want the antenna mounted, and you could click it on there and just sort of forget about it and leave it there, or you could remove it during travel day if you're in a van or something where you're putting it up front in the driver cab area. Now, just a note, at least in the US, you don't want to mount something like this in the driver cab area on your windshield or on your side windows while you're in travel mode. That will most likely be a DOT violation, and that will get you a ticket. So it's nice that it's removable for folks that have limited window space. With some of our other models, stick on kind of antennas, we actually have seen some decent improvements by actually mounting this on a wall in the RV. Use a stud finder, find the studs, and you can mount this in between the studs facing out, and this can actually give you some decent improvement if you don't want to take up valuable window space. I've seen folks mount these like behind a television where their router is. That was what I did way back in my 2015 install, and it worked pretty well. So that is an option for you if you want to use this without taking up any window space. So let's move on to model designations because they look basically identical, but they are very different. The 22G and the 40G have very different antenna elements inside of them. The 22G has 2 cellular antennas and 2 Wi-Fi antennas and 1 GPS antenna. We'll get into what that kind of means in a minute, but I want to stick with the high level for a second. The 40G has 4 cellular antennas and 1 GPS antenna, so no Wi-Fi in the 40G. So which one's going to be right for you? And why did they kind of make them up like this? Well, it's kind of a blend, right? So the 22G is going to be best for folks that have an LTE cellular router that is a category 12 or below cellular modem. That's going to be a LTE device that'll have 2 cellular antenna ports, like this mini we have here, cellular 1, cellular 2, right here on the top. And it's also going to give you the ability to have Wi-Fi in this antenna. Now, why would you want Wi-Fi on your dash mount? Well, it would most likely be because you were trying to pick up campground Wi-Fi using the Wi-Fi as WAN technology. So if by mounting this on the window, you'd have a better chance of picking up the campground Wi-Fi. But for the vast majority of our customers, they're most likely going to be looking at the 40G portable slim antenna. And that's because it has those 4 cellular elements. Now, 4 cellular is going to be compatible with our newer category 18, category 20 LTE devices and our 5G devices, which all have 4 cellular antenna ports on those devices. Now, you're going to lose out on Wi-Fi, but for the most part, the customers that are investing in the 5G or the higher end cellular technology really aren't relying on campground Wi-Fi that much anyway, and that's why Peplink made the decision to keep the body of this small and delete the Wi-Fi from the 40G. If you're one of our customers that has a dual modem device like this Transit here, this is a dual category, well, it's a category 7 and a category 12 combo. This is in our Road Warrior package. The 40G will work for you. You're going to use 2 of your cellular elements on modem 1 and 2 of your cellular elements on modem 2, and this can be a nice, easy, simple upgrade for this device to get you up and running. If you're one of our customers that has a dual 5G device like our BR2 and our Ultimate Road Warrior device, you're not left out. You can absolutely use these dash antennas, but because you have 2 5G modems, you need 8 cellular antennas, so you're going to have to pick up 2 of these. And if you're going to stick 2 of these to the wall, you're going to want them to be a minimum of like 8 inches apart from each other, so just keep that in mind so that they don't fight with each other for optimal performance. If you have to mount them closer together, it'll still work. It's not going to cause problems. It just may not be as effective, and it may not pick up the cell signals as well. For detailed specifications on the 22G and the 40G, you can hop over to the listing page. You can also just search Slim on our website. They'll both come up there, and click the documentation tab, and that will give you the detailed documentation PDFs that include all of the graphs and performance information on these antennas. I'm actually packing up these antennas and sending them over to Andy, our antenna guru at the Mobile Internet Resource Center. He's going to be doing a deeper dive analysis on these to see exactly how they perform. If you're interested in learning about that or any information about this or any of our devices, you may want to check out our memberships at membership.mobilemusthave.com. You get discounts on all of the gear on our site, and you get access to the Mobile Internet Resource Center, where you get those deeper dive analyses and independent reviews of how all of this stuff performs out in the wild. Thanks so much for watching, guys. As always, you can hop over to mobilemusthave.com. In the bottom right-hand corner, you can start up a chat with one of our experts. You can give us a call at our phone number that's listed at the top of our homepage. Or if you don't want to wait, you can always schedule a consultation at a mutual agreed time by hopping over to talk.mobilemusthave.com and scheduling an appointment with an expert to talk about your needs so that we can get you sorted and on the road. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the road.